What's up YouTube? So I finally got to sit down and watch the Killing Joke animated movie. Now I was incredibly excited for this when I first heard it was coming out, when I first heard the trailer or saw the trailer. Now I was a big fan of the Killing Joke comic. I think it's one of the greatest and seminal works since it was released for Batman, and it really did show that, you know what, things can be very dark in a actual superhero comic. And you don't have to have the traditional whack on the bad guy and that's it. No, but it was a very fantastic and a nuance and etc. and buzzwords. It was a really great comic in general. It was quite short, but it did its job. It wowed everyone and showed Barbara Gordon after she was damaged and shot, and it showed Commissioner Gordon as well. That, you know what, you're one step away from becoming the Joker. You're one bad day away from being a supervillain, which it makes a very good point. It shows that people are so close to snapping and becoming bad, but some people don't. Now this is essentially the crux of the story. This is what the story hinges on. As we know, to make it into a movie, you're going to have to add in some story as well. Because the movie, even with all the added story, runs to about 116, an hour and 16 minutes there, I think it was. Yeah, exactly, that's what it was. So you're adding it in and you're fleshing it out, which does make sense. I can get behind that because, well, even at an hour and 16 minutes, it's a very short movie. It's not a long movie at all. I mean, the generally accepted rule of thumb is an hour and a half for a movie. So I think that even if they didn't add in extras, it wouldn't be as good. Or would it? No, because the stuff they've added in was absolutely abysmal. And it reduces Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, down to just a woman and her body. And it just, for me, it's not good. It's not good at all. And I don't think it sets a good example at all for being a progressive DC company. I think that it's let down these rebirth values that the company's going for. The movie is now a bit spoilers. I mean, everyone knows this so far, that Batman and Batgirl have a thing in the movie. And one of the bits after that, she's like, Batman, I want to talk. And he's in the Batmobile like going, no, we'll talk later, no. And it just turns her into a booty call. And I'm like, what's that about, man? Like, that's not good at all. You've got Barbara Gordon, she's Batgirl. She is the daughter of Commissioner Gordon. She's a kick-ass female. In the comics as well, Batgirl, she's progressive. And in this, it just devalues her greatly. It refers to her as pretty much the woman in the fridge. The trope that in Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern, his girlfriend was killed and stuffed in a fridge. So it's ridiculous that they've added that in. They added that sex scene in, and it's completely ruined the whole movie, and it's soured it for me. To be honest, it soured the whole thing. Because once it gets into the Killing Joke story of actual Joker taking on Commissioner Gordon and putting him through his misery and kind of really haunting him and showing him that bring justice, etc., and that he's one step away from becoming the Joker, you know what? It sours that whole thing because it does that very well. Albeit very short. I felt that the whole Commissioner Gordon and Joker kind of conflict was very rushed. And in fact, the whole film kind of felt very rushed. It did things well, but they were rushed. And it felt like they were just signposting them that, yeah, this was in the comic, we're going to do that. As a whole, the movie just does lack, and the movie just really does not let you let go of that whole Barbara Gordon thing. It really left a bad taste in my mouth with that. I mean, I'm all for couples getting together and hooking up as a story motive, but it's like, well, what's that about? And also as well, the villain at the start of the movie is actually latching on to Barbara Gordon and demoralising her and demeaning her. And then Batman is like, no, you're getting your emotions get in the way. And it's like, dude, that's horrible. Just let her take him on. Let her be like you. or any other male character and take her on, or take him on rather. So I think it really does fall flat in that regard, and the extra story that it has added just didn't work. It just did not work at all, and really did ruin the latter part of the movie. Now, I'm not saying that parts of the whole original comic were perfect, because it has aged somewhat, but if you're going to look at it and try and update it, then at least update it. But you know what? If you're a fan of Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill as the Batman and Joker respectively, then you might enjoy it, because it's really fun to hear Kevin Conroy again as Batman and Mark Hamill as the Joker going, hoo-hoo, Batman. It's just, to me, that is the iconic Joker and the iconic Batman. But you know what? You're going to have to go and check it out for yourself, because personally, I didn't like it. Really, it just kind of felt like a non-event. So, as always, please do drop a like if you enjoyed my review. Please do subscribe as well to not miss any content, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.